Hello to the nation, DrPlaystationNation here, talk to you guys over Domination on Lockdown. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this gameplay. It's not some super high KD beastin' gameplay, but I'm using an MP5 silenced, and I thought it was pretty entertaining, and it's the perfect length for this commentary. So that's why I decided to use it, guys. I would like to mention before I start talking about my Canada Day weekend and whatnot, that if you guys would like to submit gameplays for me to use in the future to commentate over, feel free to send me a link in a PM or a personal message on YouTube, or I guess DM on Twitter, whatever. Send me a link to your gameplay, and maybe I'll use it, guys. I'll link you guys in the description and whatnot. I'll just have to verify that, of course, it is you playing the game and you just didn't steal somebody else's and all that stuff. And would just like to clear this up, guys. The reason why I'm doing this is not because I don't play Call of Duty anymore. I do really like the game again. I'm starting to play more Modern Warfare 3, but I don't want to play 5 hours of it and end up getting pissed off because I didn't get a great game. Like, I enjoy playing the game for the sake of playing it, but I just don't enjoy playing it for gameplays anymore. So I'm going to do the occasional one of my own gameplay, but as far as me getting 10 KD games with an MP5 after using it for 10 hours, that I'm not interested in doing anymore. So, sure, I'll use some of mine in the future, but I would like to use more entertaining gameplays from you guys. I'll link you and all that great stuff. So anyway, getting back to the main topic, Canada Day weekend. So congratulations to my fellow Canadians, for those of you who had a great Canada Day weekend. I really hope it was as good as my weekend, if not better. But my Canada Day weekend was extremely special because not only was it a great weekend, it was hands down the best Canada Day weekend I have ever had in my life. So I'm going to kind of lay the groundwork for you guys, explain some of the things that I've done, and then I'm going to kind of explain why, in fact, that was the best Canada Day weekend I've ever had. So I'm 16, turning 17 next month this year, and that was really weird. 16 turning 17 this month, or next month this year. I don't know. So in August, I'm going to be turning 17, and I'm at that age where, you know, it's 16, you have the ability to drive, people start seeing you as an adult, and all around you're seen as a more mature person. You're kind of assimilated into the group of adults now. You're no longer just some immature kid that's not responsible for his own actions. I'm now responsible for myself, and I am a competent human being. I'm on my track to becoming a well-adjusted person, and a full-fledged adult. So being at that point and being at the cottage is a great kind of combination, because the cottage is one of those more relaxed things where it's kind of like a testing ground, if you will, where parents can kind of test their kids, you know, oh, you're allowed to drive up on these cottage roads maybe when you're 14, 15, where you in the city wouldn't be legally able to drive, or hey, we're gonna give Timmy, who's 15, a drink to see how he can handle it, and sort of thing, like kind of a testing ground for people to do that, because it's more of a relaxed environment. And that's kind of how this weekend went. So we went up there around Thursday at 9 o'clock, got there by 11, and we ended up just doing kind of the family stuff. So like Friday, Saturday, we did kind of the family stuff. We did campfires, we went tubing, we went on the boat, we went swimming in the lake, you know, we went on hikes and stuff, did all the family stuff, and really enjoyed the weekend for what it was, a family kind of, an ability for the family to kind of come as one and become together and have some time together, and that was really fun. But the actual fun part came on Sunday, when my mom went up to me and she's like, you know, Nick, I know that you're 16 and you can drive and you're becoming really mature and whatnot, and you know, you're turning 17 next month, so I know what you do. I know you're not some like super innocent kid, you know. I know you do some stuff, and I know you'd like to be treated more as an adult. So I'm gonna turn my head for tonight. I'm gonna let you do what you want to do, and hopefully you are the mature adult that I know you are and don't take too much advantage of this. So I was like, you know what, finally my mom trusts me. I'm not going to take advantage of this like an idiot. You know, maybe I'm going to drink a little bit, maybe I'm going to act more like an adult, but I'm not going to take advantage of this by any means. And I ended up, my brother-in-law heard about what my mom said, and my extended family, you know, my cousins around the age of 18, 19, 20, 21, heard about what my mom said, and what they heard from this was, this is a great opportunity to get Nick plastered out of his mind. So they ended up like spiking the shit out of my drinks when I was looking, and like playing drinking games with me and all this crap, and ended up in like the span of like 45 minutes drinking like 2/3 of a huge bottle of vodka, about 500 mils. I don't know what it is in ounces for you Americans, but whatever. About 500 mils of vodka and like 5 beers. So I'm out of my mind, obliterated. My parents are passed out, so I don't have to worry about actually pretending like I'm not obliterated out of my mind. So I'm acting like an idiot and whatnot. We ended up playing with like fireworks. Like, stupid is it? Like, this is the stupid shit that people tell you not to drink because of. Like, we were playing with playing chicken with fireworks. Just ridiculous stuff that you should not do. And one of my cousins ended up telling me, he's like, you know what? There's a lake party going on right now. If you guys don't know what this is, it's pretty much like one guy on the lake was like, you know what? Let's throw a community party, and invited like all 200 cottages to this one Canada Day party. He's like, this is going on, let's go to it. So it was a walks away. We did not drunk drive. Very proud of myself. And we ended up walking there, and it was ridiculous. This was really neat because this was my first experience with going to a party where I didn't know the people who were throwing it. Usually if I ever go to a party, I know the person who's throwing it. I know some of the people who are there, meet some new people and whatnot. And it's kind of like a gradient, you know, you know some friends and you become friends with friends of friends, and that's how it works. This time, it was I knew nobody there and just randomly started to talk to people. And the buzz really helped, or the freaking ridiculous amount of alcohol in my system really helped. Because I ended up talking to a lot of people, ended up having some fun, and it was a great night. So, and you guys are probably thinking like, oh Nick, it was just one of your greatest weekends because you're drunk. That's really shallow of you to say. But that wasn't it. This weekend was not my favorite Canada Day weekend because I got drunk. Like, I got drunk before, and that wasn't my greatest night ever. Like, this was specifically my greatest Canada Day weekend because it was finally at the point where my family looked at me and they didn't treat me as the kid. Like, you know, when you're 14, 15 years old, like turning 16 or something like that, like, you're still 15. You're still kind of pushed into that group of, you know, you're a 12, 13, 14-year-old sort of thing. Like, you're a little bit more responsible than, like, Timmy, your little brother, who is, like, 10 years old or 12 years old. Like, you're just a step up. You're not really seen as your own person. You're just seen as a kid. And finally, my parents, finally my family looking at me and like, you know what? He is an adult now. He's making his way up to becoming like us. He's making his way becoming a mature, developed human being. And that was really interesting to see, and that's the reason why this was the best weekend ever. Not because I got drunk, not because I went to a party or any of that stuff. Simply because I was treated like an adult. So I want you guys to comment below. I want you guys to be like, what is your age? I want to know what your age is, as creepy as that sounds, and I want you guys to tell me whether your parents treat you as your own person, because for me, this age seems like a good age for my parents to kind of treat me more like an adult. Like, if I was 15 or if I was 14, I probably would have taken advantage of anything they would have given me. If she would have given me a little bit of slack, probably would have taken advantage of it. This year, being the age that I was, I decided not to take advantage of it. Now, it ended up being that I got plastered anyway, but tell me, guys, comment below, what do you guys feel about this? Do you guys kind of support what my parents did? Are you guys against it? Like, what is your opinion on all this? I thought it would be really interesting. But anyway, guys, 38-14, so not the greatest KD, but I thought it was pretty interesting. So anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy this gameplay. Guys, remember to leave a like if you guys did like the commentary. Remember, guys, to subscribe to join the nation if you already haven't. But anyway, guys, I'm the Doctor, and I'm out. Peace.